Well, welcome back, everyone. Joining us now, Grant Kemmerer from the Wild World of Animals, along with Gwen, our little friend here. Thanks for joining us today.
Our pleasure.
Now, you're part of the Marquette County Fair, and I know that every year they like to bring new and exciting things. And what can folks, I love how what is she doing here? What's Gwen doing?
We're grooming. It's something that primates love to do and will do for hours at a time. And what she'll do is she'll kind of just show me where she wants me to groom. Like, okay, she wants right there.
Right there.
So then we go right there.
That's perfect. She knows what she wants, and you know, that's very cool. Now, she is just one of the many animals that you have.
Yes.
What kind of things can folks learn about Gwen when they come to the Wild World of Animals?
Well, especially with the monkey, one of the first things is that they are not pets. You know,
Right.
like people see this and they're like, oh my gosh, I want to do that. And it's like,
Right.
it doesn't really work that way. Children, in particular with her, women as well,
Right.
she gets very jealous about them. That's why you're where
I'm
you're
standing
at
a
and I'm where I'm
respectful
at.
distance, yes.
Yeah. But there's lots of different things. I mean, we're going to learn about specific animals. We're going to learn about nature in general, the importance of all animals. That's one of
Okay.
the overriding themes of the show.
Okay.
And once again, you know, that these guys are not pets, nor are they Hollywood villains like
Right.
you see portrayed sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what are some of the other animals that you have in your offering?
I don't want to give too much away, but just
Right.
to tease you a little bit, there's a leopard, there's a binturong, which go look that one up because I guarantee you have no idea what that is.
None.
Big alligator, a raven. I mean, there's about 13 animals on the show. It's very fast-paced. There's a lot of information coming up, but it's fun too. There's some comedy in the show.
That is really cool, and I know that I've been to a couple of shows. I'm not certain if it was exactly yours, but it's an opportunity for the kids to really learn a lot of
Yeah.
stuff, right?
And the adults too. I guarantee
Okay.
you the adults will walk away going, I didn't know that. And that's what we want. There's a little bit of something for everyone.
That is really awesome. Now, it's going on at the Marquette County Fair. When are your show times? When do you do the shows?
Today's show times will be 1, 3, and 5. Same
Okay.
with Saturday, and then Sunday will be 11, 1, and 2.
Okay, now I know sometimes.
3.
Okay, it's always a great time. Now I know sometimes there are opportunities with some of the animals to get close enough to get pictures. Is that going to be allowed?
You can take as many pictures as you would
Okay.
like from the audience, but
Gotcha.
there is one time where we'll ask for about 10 volunteers to come
Right.
up and help with an animal that I'm not going to give it away, but you might like or you might wind up really not liking. Other than that, when it comes to mammals and things, especially these animals that
Sure.
we're working with, they're very specific to the trainers that work with them, but strangers not necessarily. So you're not going to get close to cute fuzzy things like this.
Oh, okay, so I have to ask because we've got Sean and Sam that are going to be doing some team penning, and I've been telling them you got to be respectful of the animals.
Yes.
I know that's not really your area, the domestic farm animals, but
Well,
it's things that they should keep an eye on, right?
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about wild animals, it's very simple. Leave them alone, they leave you alone.
Okay.
Don't bother them, don't feed them, because sometimes that'll habituate them to people, and it's very simple and straightforward.
So in other words, when I was watching that video this morning and these people were kayaking and the woman was feeding a deer a Dorito, that's really
No.
not the thing to do, huh?
No, believe it or not, deer can be, a hand-raised deer can be one of the most dangerous animals out there.
Really?
In particular, a male.
Okay.
When he goes into the rut, I mean, there are more people in the zoo community hurt by hoofstock animals like a deer than, tigers and lions and things like that.
I guess that kind of makes sense. You get very comfortable around them and you think, oh, it's a cute little deer.
Well, and it's hormonal too. When the
Okay.
males hit the rut, those hormones are changing, the testosterone surging, and it's
Right.
a completely different animal. Same thing with, if you went to Africa, you wouldn't get anywhere near this animal.
Sure.
If you came up and gave me a hug right now, you would be wearing this animal.
I bet I would. She looks like she's very happy the way she is, and I'm not going to mess with her. We've got a good relationship, right, like it is.
Exactly.
I want to thank you again for coming in. It's one of the great things, fun for everybody, regardless of your age. Check out the Wild World of Animals. It's all part of the Marquette County Fair going on through the 10th, so it's going to be a great time. Grant, I want to thank you again for coming in.
My
Gwen,
pleasure.
thank you so much for not biting me. I appreciate that. And your TV6 Morning News is going to be right back with a check on some beautiful, better than fair weather.